Goal 1, I can understand terms like equation, addend, and sum. Goal 2, I can add in any order. What does this look like to you? This is how we set up equations. An equation is a mathematical expression that we can prove is true. There are two sides to every equation, on either side of the equal sign. On one side of the equal sign, we have parts, or addends. It's where separate numbers are put together. And on the other side, we have a single number called a whole, or a sum, that is the value of the other two numbers from the parts side. An equation is balanced when both sides are equal or the same as each other. In this example, we have two parts, 4 and 2, but we do not have their whole or the sum of those parts. So we use what we know to add 4 and 2 together, and that is the same as 6. In this example, we have a whole of 6 and only one part. So we use what we know about 4 plus another part equaling 6. And then we know that the missing part must be 2. Here is the first type of problem. We have 7 plus 3 is the same as blank. Some whole number goes here, so let's see. We need to go down to 7 because that's our first number of our equation, and now we're going to go across 3 to add 3. So you can see on the top row, that's how we know what numbers we're adding to the numbers on the side. So 7 plus 0, 7 plus 1, 7 plus 2, and 7 plus 3. So we know that 7 plus 3 is the same as 10. So if 7 plus 3 is the same as 10, I wonder what is 3 plus 7 the same as? So that's what we're going to find out. Go down to 3, and now we're going to add 7, so plus 0. 6, 7. So 3 plus 7 is the same as 10. Let's do another. This one has a whole number blank is the same as 3 plus 8. So let's start with the first number of our two parts, 3. So let's go down to 3, and we're adding 8. Plus 7 plus 8. So 11 is the same as 3 plus 8. So if 11 is the same as 3 plus 8, I wonder what number is the same as 8 plus 3. So now we're going to go down to the number 8 and then go 3 over to find the sum of 8 and 3. So we landed on 11 again. Okay, in this one we have 4 plus 9 is the same as blank. So we go down to our first number, 4, and then we're adding 9. So we go over, we count each box until we get to plus 9 from the 4, and we land on 13. So we know that 4 plus 9 is the same as 13. I wonder what is 9 plus 4 the same as? $13. This is a different type of problem. We are just balancing both sides of the equal sign. So we have 5 plus 4 is the same as 4 plus blank. So the number 5 is missing from the right side of the equation, so that's what we'll write on the line. Now on the second one, we need to look at the right side of the equation. So it says 2 plus 9 is the same as 9 plus blank. So which number is missing? 2. And in the last one, 4 plus 9 is the same as 9 plus blank. So which number is missing from the other side of the equation? Yep, 4. This is the last type of problem that you'll have. You have 14 blocks. So I'm going to write that number 14 down because it is an important piece of information. 8 are cubes. So that's another important piece of information, so I'm going to write my 8. The rest are cylinders. How many cylinders do you have? So we need to figure out our equation. We have 14 blocks total, so that's the whole number. And 8 is one part, and we need to figure out the last part. "14 is the same as 8 plus 6. So there are 6 cylinders. There are 13 race cars. That number 13 is an important piece of information, so I'm going to write it down below. 6 of them have numbers. So that 6 is important. I'm going to write it down. The rest do not. How many race cars do not have numbers? So we have a whole number on one side of our equation, and then we have one part and we have another part missing. So that's what we're figuring out. 13 is the same as 6 plus 7. So there are 7 cars that do not have numbers.